WWE always seems to disappoint us. And with great balls of fire just ending tonight, it was supposed to be Bad Blood. It's supposed to be a Bad Blood review, but they changed it to Great Balls of Fire, which we made fun of. Then we got, Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. It's going to be a great match. Can't wait to see a dream match. Braun Strowman comes back to have an ambulance match against Roman Reigns. Oh, man. This is going to be a great match. Hopefully, Braun gets his revenge. What the fuck did we just watch tonight? This whole show was very, very, very uneventful and very disappointing. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my life. But it is possibly the biggest disappointing pay-per-view in 2017. This show had so much promise and so much hype built around it, but between the last two matches, that this was something that, something that really, really, pissed me off tonight. Now I'm just getting people saying he says I have no audio. Okay, I do have audio, so we're gonna ignore that in the chat. But tonight was fucking dreadful to watch. I sat through nearly 4 hours. Well, actually, nearly 4 hours, because I didn't see the whole pre-show. Only saw the Cruiserweight Championship match. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what WWE's mindset is. I don't know what their direction is. I don't know what they're trying to prove here. I don't know what they're trying to do on Monday Night Raw. You had a lot of things that you could have done right tonight, but you turned this into one of the biggest disappointments that I've seen. I was actually hyped for this pay-per-view. But it just seems to me that everything that they did tonight really didn't make any sense. It really didn't make any sense. Not to say I didn't agree with all the winners, because I did agree with Braun Strowman winning. I did agree with The Miz winning. I did agree with, Sasha Banks. Well, I technically did pick Sasha Banks, so she technically did win. But I thought she was going to walk out with the championship. But a lot of these matches here was just in the feelings. Like, I sat here during most of the show, ever since the opening match between Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt, all the way up until the ambulance match. All those matches between there, I just simply did not give a fuck. I did not give a fuck about any of the matches. I really didn't. I didn't care. Big Cass and Enzo. Ooh, fresh new angle. Big Cass turns heel with his new piss poor farting music. I thought I was like, okay, maybe, just maybe we get through these matches here. We get to the ambulance match. We're thinking it's gonna be a good ambulance match. Didn't turn out to be a good ambulance match. We're gonna get to Joe and Lesnar. While the beginning of Joe and Lesnar was good, the ending was shit. It was god awful shit. Let's start off. You know what? I'm gonna start off with the top two matches here. I'm gonna start with the top two matches here. I want to first start off with Joe and Lesnar. Wow. Actually, technically, it's not the last two matches because I forgot. There was an impromptu match between Curt, Hawkins, and Heath Slater for some reason. For one reason, I don't know. I don't know why Curt Hawkins and Heath Slater was even involved. Holy shit. But anyway. So for Lesnar and Joe. Now, the way that the match started, I was like, okay, here we fucking go. We're going to see a fucking fight. Although we did see a little bit of a fight. We did see some skirmishes. As JoJo was going, well, not JoJo, but as Paul Heyman was announcing Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe immediately attacked Lesnar from behind. hit him onto the outside, hit him with knee strikes, give him a Uranagi through the announcer table on the outside. And that was before the match even began. That's before the match even began, before the bell even rang. So I was like, okay, well, you know, this match is starting off at my time, 9:56 p.m. And this match lasted for about maybe 10 minutes. I'm probably being very nice about that. Probably 8 minutes, 7 minutes. It didn't last that long. It really didn't. It didn't last that long at all. And just the fact that what we saw in this match was, the story of the match was Samoa Joe going for the coquina clutch on Lesnar and trying to get Lesnar down in the coquina clutch fully. He got the coquina clutch on Lesnar like 3 or 4 times in this match. He got the coquina clutch on Lesnar about 3 to 4 times in this match. But it, you know, you just had that feeling. You just had that feeling that Brock Lesnar was going to win. By the way that the match began, you know, what face has ever lost? I'm not calling Lesnar a face by any means, but what person has lost a title like that after they get attacked from behind to start off the match? It's been a long time since I've seen anything like that. We've seen Suplex City after Suplex City or whatever, German suplexes, whatever. Which that is old as shit now. I want to see Lesnar do more than just German suplexes. There was a couple spots in the match where Lesnar was looking cat-like quick, which I give to Lesnar. You know what I mean? And I like Brock Lesnar. I really do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna totally shit on him like I do Roman Reigns. But it's just tiring of seeing German suplex after German suplex. It's just tiring. I'm just tired of seeing of your Universal Champion not being there every week. Put it on a guy that is going to be there every week. Except for Roman Reigns. Like Samoa Joe. Like Braun Strowman. Like Finn Balor. You know what I mean? Somebody. Seth Rollins. Somebody. Somebody who could be there and be there every single week. But that's how we get with Brock Lesnar. The way this match ends is that Lesnar goes for an F5, but Samoa Joe counters into a coquina clutch. Lesnar resists going down to the mat. After going down one knee, you know, Lesnar powers up and hits the F5. One F5 for the win on Samoa Joe. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar is still your Universal Champion. Now, a lot of people are mad that on how Samoa Joe lost. I told myself and I told you guys in the previous / predictions, I don't mind if Samoa Joe loses as long as he loses and he looks strong. Did he look strong tonight? He did, by a smidge. But I still don't like the ending because it was only one F5. You're telling me that Brock Lesnar could evade the coquina clutch many times, but one F5 takes out Samoa Joe? That kind of weakens Samoa Joe a little bit in my eyes. Now, Samoa Joe wasn't laying there on the mat the entire time. He kind of got up. He was looking at Lesnar. And I believe that we may see that fatal 4-way. I think we may get that fatal 4-way, guys, at SummerSlam. Because Braun and Roman's it's not over yet with those two. It's not. And I don't see them having another match at SummerSlam. I think they want to put something more on the line with them. I don't see Joe and Lesnar ending either, just because of the fact that Joe was kind of getting up and had the camera focus in on him at the end of the show. So I believe that WWE will actually have a fatal 4-way at SummerSlam. That's what I think. I think that's what they're going to do. Or they may do a triple threat match. The rumored triple threat match. So it could be a fatal 4-way triple threat match. I don't see Joe going down the card. Because what would you do with Joe after tonight? If he's not in the Universal title picture, what is Joe going to do after this tonight? Who is he going to feud with? He ain't going to feud with Finn Balor. I don't see him feuding with Finn Balor. I don't see him feuding with Seth Rollins again. No. So who can Joe feud with without going down? Because his stock has risen ever since this feud. The promos to this feud, the segments for this feud, everything with this feud was fucking top notch with the exception of the match itself. With the exception of the match itself. Match was not all that, guys. It was not great. It was not great at all. It was a typical Brock Lesnar match. But Brock Lesnar took more punishment. We saw 10 German suplexes. We saw knees and strikes. The only thing that we didn't see was a Kimura lock. All we saw was one F5 from Brock Lesnar. And that was it. It's getting old. It's getting very, very old to see Brock Lesnar do this to every single opponent. Goldberg, Reigns, Rollins, Cena, Triple H. You know what I mean? Ambrose. It's getting old. Undertaker. Randy Orton is getting old. I like Lesnar. Lesnar is way more capable of this. He is way more capable. I want to see Lesnar have more in his repertoire. I really want to see Lesnar do more in his repertoire. Power bombs. Power slams. German suplexes is fine. That could be something. Suplexes off the top rope. Mat wrestling. You know what I mean? Have more than just 3 moves. We talk shit about Cena. We talk shit about Reigns. How come we're not talking shit about Brock Lesnar? Is it because he's a heel? Is it because he's the badass? He's the fighter? Let's call it what it is. He's doing the same shit as what Cena's doing and what Roman Reigns is doing. The same 5 moves every single time. And it's probably more limited with Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's offense is, overhead strikes, with his overhead forearm strikes, knees, and German suplexes, and F5, and a Kimura lock. So yeah, you could probably go 5 moves there. But really, it was 4 moves tonight. Very disappointed. Very disappointed on the outcome of this match. Very disappointed on what I saw. Very disappointed on what could have been with this match. This should have been a knockout, drag-out match. We should have saw blood. And we saw blood tonight unintentionally. We should have intentionally saw blood here tonight. Either from Lesnar or from Joe. Could have added the effect to the match. Did we get that? No. What did we get? We got Joe dominating the match most of the time. You know what I mean? Most of the time, Joe was dominating the match. You're not getting through the table. He was doing some good stuff, Joe. And Joe was kind of being limited as well because I guess he was going up against Lesnar. All he was trying to go for was the cocaine in the clutch. You know what I mean? But it's just very, very disappointing. Very disappointing on what I saw tonight with the ending of the match. So what's going to happen with Joe? I think Joe's still going to be part of the main event. I don't think I don't think Joe is going to go down the card. It won't make any sense. It won't make any sense at all. As far as what we saw from Lesnar and Joe in this feud. Joe in this feud has been fucking fantastic. Fantastic. I can't see him go down the card after this. Even though he did lose tonight. I can't see him go down the card at all. Because who is he going to feud against? Who is Joe going to feud against? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me what we saw tonight. But it is what it is. It's WWE. WWE doesn't give a fuck about what we think. They don't care. They don't give a shit. But that was Joe versus Lesnar. Let me just think about that down in the comments. I didn't even get to introduce myself because I went on a rant for about 15 minutes. It wasn't. I don't know. I've been here for 15 minutes, but about 10 minutes ranting about the show. Hey, what's up, guys? JD Venom here, back with you for another video here today. Great Balls of Fire just ended live on the WWE Network. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to leave a thumbs up like that and subscribe for daily wrestling content here on the channel. Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Getting Over Podcast, all types of reviews here on the channel. Tell your friends and family come and join the JD Venom Nation here on YouTube. This is Venom Nation Wrestling. That's the sub name to the channel for the wrestling content as well. If you guys are in the video game as well, definitely subscribe to that as well. I do a lot of video games here, but we are here to talk about WWE Great Balls of Fire that went just off the air live on the WWE Network and just been ranting about Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar for the past 10 minutes. And we did not yet to talk about other matches here on the show. We're going to be talking about the other thing. Well, there's a lot of things that pissed me off tonight. But those two things, the two matches that we're looking most forward to, really pissed me off tonight. It really pissed me off tonight. I was bored to tears. I was bored to tears with the ambulance match. I was very bored to tears with the ambulance match. The only thing that we need to talk about the ambulance match is what happened after the ambulance match, which was fucking dumb as shit as well. Because we're gonna talk about how you're gonna book Roman to do that shit if he's supposed to be a fucking babyface. Makes no fucking sense. But we'll get into that in just a moment here, guys. So, you know what? I'm gonna go over the matches in order, with the exception of the Cruiserweight Championship match. If you guys care about the Cruiserweight Championship match, Neville won against Akira Tozawa. That's all you need to know. Did you really think Neville was gonna lose the fucking title against Akira Tozawa? No. Good match. I like the match, but it wasn't a pre-show. Who gives a shit? We open up tonight with Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. Now, earlier today, there was a tweet sent out on Twitter. And where is it? I have it here. Come on, don't tell me I lost it here. What the fuck? I thought I had it. Okay, well, okay, I have it here. Okay, there it goes. There's a chart here where the pay-per-view win-loss rate of Bray Wyatt in the WWE. And his record tonight coming in to Great Balls of Fire was 182 wins, 424 losses, and 10 draws. Now, that is 30% of his matches he wins. About almost 70% of his matches he loses. And you have Bray Wyatt go over tonight? So he won his 183rd match in his career tonight. Get the fuck out of here. This doesn't make any sense to have Bray Wyatt beat Seth Rollins. It doesn't make any sense at all. It really doesn't. As soon as I saw the ending to that match, I realized on how bad this pay-per-view was going to be tonight. I realized on how bad this pay-per-view was going to be tonight when Rollins lost to Wyatt. Because, first of all, you put this feud together out of nowhere. They're feuding because of the fact that Bray Wyatt was mad that Seth Rollins, wasn't calling him a god when Bray was, I'm a god. I am the face of fear. You see me? Are you kidding me? I'm the face of fear, man. Really? Really, Wyatt? You're the face of fear? You're a god? You're a guy who you, Ric Flair? Ric Flair doesn't think he's a wrestling god. Ric Flair thinks he is God, okay? I believe Ric Flair being a god more than Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is nowhere near a god. He's the eater of worlds. Well, he's the eater of losing, I will say. You know what I mean? He's the god of losing. Is Bray Wyatt. So, with this match going on tonight, opening up Great Balls of Fire, Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins, which I really didn't give a shit about this match. I mean, the match ended okay. I mean, but the match is boring. I didn't give a shit about it. Wyatt, goes on to the outside, goes to the floor. Wyatt ends up using his thumb and puts it in the eyes of Seth Rollins. And Wyatt comes back in and hits the Sister Abigail for the win. Wyatt wins. 1, 2, 3. This feud's continuing. This feud's going to be going to SummerSlam. Why is this match happening at SummerSlam? I have no idea. I would much rather have Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. And have Finn Balor introduce the Demon at SummerSlam. That's what I believe. That's what I think, but Raw sucks, man. Raw sucks so much right now. Like, you don't even know what direction they're gonna be going in, man. Raw fucking sucks. Like they have no direction. Like, you can tell by what some of the shit that they're doing tonight. You can clearly tell, like, a lot of those last minute decisions. They have no direction. They don't. They really don't have any direction whatsoever on what they're doing. And this shows it right here. Bray Wyatt winning. What does this do for Wyatt to win? Does this give Wyatt, a higher stature going up to the main event? No. Does this give Wyatt, a chance to possibly beat Brock Lesnar in a one-on-one match? No. Why? I'd rather have Rollins win here. You know what I mean? Because Rollins beat Triple H at WrestleMania. He's supposed to be the King Slayer now, and he's using King Omega's, King Omega's finisher with the Rainmaker into the knee. Rainmaker, tie-up into the knee. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. It's just out of nowhere, out of left field. No one knew, or was expecting, rather, to have Bray Wyatt win. I know I wasn't expecting it. A lot of people on Twitter was not expecting it. So there you go. Bray Wyatt wins. After this, we get Enzo and Cass. Who gives a shit about this? Enzo Amore comes out. He cups a babyface promo, of course. It was a 5-minute promo. You talking about Undertaker taking forever coming to the ring? Undertaker takes forever coming to the ring. Brock Lesnar, well, I won't say Brock Lesnar. Bray Wyatt takes forever coming to the ring. Finn Balor takes forever coming to the ring. Enzo's entrance and his promo took longer than this match. This match went longer than what it was supposed to. This match should only been 2 minutes long. This match probably went about like 5 minutes long, I think. 5 to 6 minutes long. Big Cass wins with a big boot. What? Did you think that Enzo was gonna win? Did you think Enzo was gonna win? Really? Fucking trash, man. And another thing was, how come this match is not going to Slam? How come they turn Cass heel too early? In my opinion, they should have kept Enzo and Big Cass together. Because what are you gonna do with a single, wrestler in Cass instead of a tag team of Enzo and Cass? What is Enzo gonna do here now? If he's gonna do anything, I would say put him in the cruiserweight division. Cause he's not gonna do anything on the main roster. He's not gonna become Intercontinental Champion. He's not gonna become Universal Champion. It's obvious. He's just not gonna do it. Either make him a manager, or put him in the cruiserweight division. Outside of that, Enzo is his ceiling is very short, being a singles competitor in WWE. His ceiling is very short. He may have a chance to go after the Intercontinental or U.S. Championship, whatever show that he's going to be on a couple years from now. He may have a chance, but I don't see him winning it. And even if he does win it, it's going to be like a Zack Ryder type of thing where he will win it for a couple nights or a couple weeks and lose it again. Enzo's career his ceiling is a lot shorter now than what it was as a tag team with Big Cass. I definitely see Enzo and Big Cass getting back together because there's gonna be a lot of money with that. All tag teams get back together at some point, but just as of right now, this is not good for Enzo. And speaking of this feud and the whole split up with Big Cass and Enzo, Big Cass, his entrance, his new theme song sounds like a bunch of hard farts. Just. You fucking serious? His music is farts. God damn, man. God damn, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know about this. This show, man. I don't like to complain a lot. I really don't. But I'm saying how it is. I'm just telling you how it is. Is Big Cass going to be able to... Is he going to be in the Universal Championship picture? Is he going to go for the Intercontinental Championship? What is Big Cass going to be doing? I don't even see Big Cass as a top 6 or 7 guy on Raw. Because you got Seth Rollins. You got Finn Balor. You got Samoa Joe. You got Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman. That's 5 right there. That's 5 right there. gonna put Bray Wyatt now up there all of a sudden because he fucking won tonight. You know what I mean? You got, I already said Finn Balor. I know I'm missing some people. You can probably throw the Miz and Dean Ambrose up there too. So that's 8 people. I'll put those 8 guys ahead of Big Cass right now at this point. Big Cass ain't shit. Yeah, as far as being a singles competitor. He's not gonna be able to hold himself well on the mic. He's not a good talker on the mic. He can't draw the audience in. He can't talk people into the building. He cannot sell an arena. You know, if I'm looking at a card, if I see Big Cass, I'm like, okay, this guy's not gonna sell tickets. Ooh, Brock Lesnar, that guy's gonna sell tickets. Ooh, Finn Balor, ooh, like he looks different. Oh, you know, he's gonna sell tickets. You know what I mean? Like Roman Reigns, even though we give Roman Reigns shit, he sells tickets. Well, probably don't want to go that far, because WWE's attendance for house shows and in live events have not been that well, but. I'm just saying, I don't see Big Cass as a top draw. I don't see Big Cass as a Universal champion, like a Universal champion or a WWE champion. I see Big Cass as a less talented Baron Corbin. I see Big Cass as a less talented version of Baron Corbin. And I say Baron Corbin's fucking Kurt Angle or anybody, but If I had to put those 2 guys side to side, I would definitely take Baron Corbin over Big Cass. Over ring work and mic work as well. I will say that. I'm not saying Baron Corbin's fucking, Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock on the mic. But I am saying that you can definitely tell the difference between Baron Corbin talking on the mic and Big Cass. It's not even a contest. After that, what did we got after this? Was 30 minutes? Okay. The 30-minute men iron match. This match here was the first 20 minutes was not needed. Last 10 minutes was pretty fucking good. It was pretty fucking good. I understand why they went with Iron Man match because they did 2 out of 3 falls match. They did a steel cage match. Ladder match at WrestleMania. So they done all the matches here. And I don't think that this feud is over still. This feud's still not over. And I think that we are going to finally get the process of the broken gimmick starting with Matt Hardy and Jeff. I really think that the broken gimmick's being, is really going to be coming sooner rather than later. Because remember, guys, I reported on this week's Getting Over podcast that the broken gimmick is coming sooner rather than later. They're in the closing. They're on the closing. Let me see here. Yeah, they're on the closing statuses of the broken gimmick. So it can happen anytime now, guys. So hopefully we get the broken gimmick soon, and hopefully with this, the way that this match ended, hopefully it starts us in that direction of giving us the broken gimmick. This match overall, though, like I said, the first 3 minutes wasn't great, but the last 3 minutes was good. Sheamus and Cesaro go up 1-0 after a bro kick to Matt Hardy at the very beginning of the match. Let me see here. They have these all jacked up in order. Sheamus and Cesaro go for a double team move for the top rope. Hits it on Jeff. And Sheamus gets a pinfall on Jeff, or they go up 2-0 with 20 minutes left. Now, it goes 2-1 after a side effect and a twist of fate combination by Jeff and Matt Hardy. Jeff covers Cesaro. Now it's 2-1. Matt Hardy gets counted out, and Sheamus and Cesaro goes up 3-1. Then we get Jeff. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's the spot. Okay, so Matt Hardy had Cesaro in a backslide pin, with a double underhook backslide pin. Jeff tags in blindly and does his leg, like his leg drop pin combination as he does sometimes, and that's how Cesaro gets pinned. Now it's 3-2. Matt hits a big twist of fate on the top rope, and I believe he did that on Sheamus. And so now the Hardys have it tied at 3-3 against Sheamus and Cesaro. Now, the way that this match ends is that the referee, after that, he checks on Sheamus. Jeff tries to put Sheamus away, but Cesaro comes over. Jeff leaps from the top and takes them both out. That looked kind of nasty because that was kind of botchy by Jeff. Well, we know what Jeff does. He gets kind of botchy at times. Sheamus is back in the ring. Matt climbs to the opposite corner. They both leap and land hard, but Jeff covers Sheamus. Cesaro breaks up the pin, and Matt gets fucking gashed. And I think it's because when they both leap. So basically, Sheamus was in the middle of the ring, and Matt Hardy went for an elbow. Jeff went for a splash, I believe. And I don't know if it was like a headbutt or an elbow or something got caught on Matt's eye. Matt started bleeding, gushing from his fucking skull. Had a big ass gash over his eye. I mean, that's something that's gonna be stitched up for sure. But pretty much, long story short, Jeff tags in and hits a swanton bomb on Sheamus for a pin, but Sheamus wasn't legal. Cesaro quickly rolls up Jeff for a pin, and now it's 4-4. Cesaro runs around the ring, and Jeff is forced to chase him. Jeff gets back in the ring, hits a twist of fate, but by the time the timer ran out. So Sheamus and Cesaro is still your tag team champions. And after the match is over, a trainer comes out to check in on Matt's wound. And at the end, we see Matt going, like kind of like if he was breaking or something. I think we're gonna get the Broken Hardys. I think it's gonna happen at SummerSlam, the debut of the Broken Hardys. I'm just gonna throw that bold prediction out there. If it sticks on the wall, it sticks on the wall. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I believe that we will be getting the Broken Hardys at SummerSlam. Next match was Sasha versus Alexa Bliss. This match wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It's just that we had 2 weeks of build. And what else do you expect? What else do you expect out of a match like this? Because I didn't really expect, like, fucking match of the year with this shit. I really didn't. Didn't really expect anything great to come out of this match other than just a good women's wrestling match. And it was decent. It wasn't great by any means. It was decent. I was just not invested in it because we only had like 2 or 3 weeks to build with this. Alexa Bliss hit a beautiful sunset flip into a powerbomb out of the corner. That was beautiful. Sasha was getting her back in this match. Like she took 2 nasty bumps. One, Alexa was down on the floor. Sasha was on top of the ring apron. Alexa trips Sasha. Her back hits the edge of the ring. That was nasty. I wouldn't be surprised if Sasha is actually injured. You know what I mean? I would not be surprised. Cause shit. She's hurt. If she's not injured, she's fucking hurt. She's fucking hurt in some fashion. There was one part of the match where Alexa kind of like pulled Sasha's hair down. It was more of on her shoulder, but Sasha really sold it like it was her back. So good sign by Sasha in this match. This match ends where Sasha hits Bliss to the outside. Sasha gets back into the ring. Bliss was going to go back into the ring, but she was thinking about the 10 count. 10 count comes. Sasha Banks, which I technically picked, wins by count out. After the match ends, Bliss tries to leave with her title. Bliss and Sasha brawl on the outside, and they go up to the announcer's table on top of the ramp. Bliss goes to do a move through the announcer's table, but Sasha pushes her off the table to the floor. And Sasha jumps off the top of the announcer's table that they have up on the elevated stage and does the double knees. God damn, that was fucking nasty. That was great. That was a great spot. But Sasha, she does not give a fuck about her well-being. And after that, we see fucking Alexa Bliss bleeding. So we got bleeding in the last match. We got bleeding in this match. And we got bleeding in the next match between the Miz and Dean Ambrose. Who gives a fuck about this match? The Miz, who came over from SmackDown, who was having the best stretch of his career, being on the mic, being a champion, being a heel, he comes over to Raw, and that shit goes away. What the fuck happened to The Miz? You bring The Miztourage. It's great to see Curtis Axel. It's great to see Bo Dallas on TV, but it takes away from The Miz. It takes away from The Miz. It doesn't add to what The Miz is doing. It's taken away from what The Miz is doing. Although I do love seeing, again, Bo Dallas, because he deserves it. Curtis Axel, who is Mr. Perfect Sunday, he deserves it as well. It's taken away from The Miz. When it was just Maurice and Miz on SmackDown and what they were doing every week, that was great. The whole Daniel Bryan and, Miz talking smack segments, that's stuff a legend. That's something that we're going to remember forever. You know what I mean? Some of the best promo work that we're ever going to see on WWE TV. You know what I mean? That we're going to remember years from now. You know what I mean? You can put it up there with this. Well, I won't put it up there, but it's not in that tier with the CM Punk pipe bomb promo. But it's going to be promos that we're going to fucking remember. You know what I mean? But be that as it may, this match, who gives a fuck? Miz wins after the Miztourage basically, helping the Miz win this match. That's all you guys need to know. Who gives a shit? Oh yeah, Dean Ambrose is blamed from the mouth. Who gives a fuck? The Miz wins. His Skull Crusher finale on Dean Ambrose. Is this feud over? I certainly hope so, because I really don't give a shit. And our final match. Well, before we get into our final match. Jesus Christ. No, you know what? I have to talk about this match first before because it won't make any sense unless if I talk about this match first. Because we're going to talk about the Universal title match. We're going to talk about this match here. Next, the ambulance match between Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Then we got another match here on the card that really didn't make any sense. Why? I understood why they did it, but why? The match between Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, the second match that I was looking most forward to. And this second match that I was looking most forward to, disappointed. Just like all the other matches tonight. All these matches disappointed from some aspect. Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins disappointed because the winner came out of nowhere. Big Cass and Enzo Amore disappointed because Enzo's promo was longer than the match itself. Hardy's and Sheamus and Cesaro disappointed just because of the fact, and I forgot to mention this as well, there was a botch with the referee in this match. He botched very bad. We thought it was going to be at 3-3. At one point here, hold on. Where is it? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, but the ref fucked up. But the last 10 minutes of the match was good, but the first 3 minutes disappointed. Sasha and Alexa Bliss, I would say this is the only match that really disappointed. This one outseed my expectations, but you didn't have a clear-cut winner. And that's what you get for it. And I mean, I don't blame the outcome. I blame WWE for booking this shit 2 weeks with only 2 weeks to build. Only 2 weeks to build. That's what other type of outcome could you have with that match? Miz and Dean Ambrose. You notice I didn't even talk anything about this match. Match sucks. Then you got Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. This match sucked too. It wasn't anything special, guys. It wasn't. It really wasn't. I give Roman Reigns credit though. He was taking some nasty bumps, especially off the stage. His head hitting to the ambulance. He was taking some good bumps. I give Roman Reigns that. But this match wasn't anything special, man. It wasn't. They could have just done a regular match without the gimmick. They could have done a regular match without the gimmick. I mean, I guess they couldn't have done the regular match without the gimmick because what we saw after the match was the main reason why this was on the show, I guess. But this was nothing more of a very uneventful television match. If this was on TV, this would be a very uneventful television match. Typical main event match, I will say. If they had a hardcore match. That wasn't really a ambulance match per se. Let's say it was a hard or extreme. You can't say hardcore anymore. Extreme Rules match. You know what I mean? The way this match ends is that Reigns and Braun are both down on the stage. Braun was moving very scarily fast in this match. He was moving like a fucking cat, man. Like, Braun Strowman should not be moving that fucking fast, in my opinion. That guy is fucking. But, you know, the way that this match ends is I'm fine with, because Braun technically won. He technically won this match. Braun was down on the outside, and you know, Braun he claws and struggles to stand near the back of the ambulance. Braun gets up, but Reigns nails him with one of those lightning fixtures that's on the outside. That's, you know, near the crowd there on the front row. And Reigns charges for a spear, where Braun moves out of the way, and Reigns spears himself into the back of the ambulance. Braun shuts the ambulance door and gets the win. Not even 20 seconds. Not even 20 seconds. Braun Strowman gets the win. His music's playing. You know, Reigns is down. Not even 20 seconds. Not even 20 seconds. You see Roman Reigns pop out the fucking back of the ambulance. He attacks Braun Strowman. And I'm like, what the fuck? You can't just let Braun look strong. You couldn't let Braun look strong and just have him win and just have it end right there. You can't just have it end right there and have Braun look strong. You had him run away. You had him run away like a little bitch. You know what I mean? After Strowman. You know what I mean? After Strowman was being attacked by Roman. Then, of course, you had Roman, Strowman come back, you know, from the dead or whatever. And had Roman get attacked by Strowman. I understand that. I understand that they have to get back at each other. I get it. But it's just that, man, I just don't like the way that WWE does this shit. But after the bell hits, he stands tall. You know, Roman, spears Strowman, puts him in the back. Reigns pushes Braun in the back of the ambulance and shuts the door. Reigns climbs into the driver's seat and drives into the backstage arena. Reigns stops in the back and just looks in the mirror, and they gave a close down on the mirror. That gave Strowman some time to get that gave Strowman some time to get out. Okay. So Reigns throws it into reverse and backs the ambulance into one of the 18-wheeler production trucks. Reigns stumbles out the back of the ambulance. The back of the ambulance is wrecked. We see General Manager Curt Angle like just looking at Reigns like, someone call 911. Should there be paramedics there already? Should it be paramedics there already? I don't know if a case gets hurt. Where did the ambulance come from? I'm pretty sure that the WWE, they didn't just rent the ambulance. It's not like, did they have like a ambulance rental service? Is this like Avius, where you just go rent a car? You just go rent a car. Can you just go rent an ambulance truck and not have paramedics with you? Well, come on, man. Someone call 911. That was so stupid. Someone call 911. And Angle is yelling to see if Braun's alright. Jamie Noble comes down, tries to open the door with a crowbar, but has no luck. Braun remains trapped in the ambulance. He's trapped, right? Yeah, after getting a fucking 30-second close-up on Roman Reigns' face when in the mirror. Come on, guys. You guys really believe that fucking Braun Strowman was actually back there? Then after that, we go to the ring for an impromptu match. Because they're trying to make this shit look real. This shit was so fucking stupid. They weren't concentrating on the message. They were trying to give you like the Owen voice, like, oh my god, I never seen this. I've been here for 25 years, and I never seen anything like that before. It's just oh, man, it's another human being back there, guys. It's like, man, I just don't know. They were trying to give us that bullshit, soft voice. It's all like, stop talking about it. There's a human being back there. Oh, we gotta move on. And Corey Graves like, no, don't move on. Don't move on, because there's a human being back there. How can you move on, Cole? I've been told in my headset I gotta move on, though. Like, get the fuck out of here. You expect us to believe that Bryan's really hurt, guys? Yeah, he came out with blood and shit. Do you really believe that was blood, or do you really believe that was fake blood? I vote fake blood. WWE is a television company, guys. They're a television product. I'm pretty sure they have all the Hollywood makeup and, you know, and fucking props and shit. That was fake blood. I don't believe that for a second. Braun sold it well. He sold it well. You know what I mean? But after calling 911, who should have been there already, and apparently 911 is very quick in Dallas, motherfuckers. Like, I've lost so many brain cells over this. It doesn't make sense. Like, you call 911, but 911 shows up 3 minutes later with 2 fire trucks. Like, you know, I don't know how it is in your neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, if whenever I call 911, they take at least 10-15 minutes. So the time frame is not accurate for what I really experience in real life. You know what I mean? Whenever someone calls 911. That's one. Number 2, how is Roman a face? How is he a face after this? Trying to kill somebody? Are you kidding me? So some people are gonna make the excuse like, oh well, Braun did it first. He tried to kill him when he took the ambulance over. Yeah, okay, that's because Braun's a fucking heel. How can a face do this? I never understood the logic with this with WWE. John Cena throwing Batista off the stage. You know what I mean? Like, things of that fucking nature. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get the logic. I really don't. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't know. But I don't understand how Roman Reigns is a face. I really don't understand how Roman Reigns is a face after this. It makes no sense for me. This is a fucking horrifying joke. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. But you get a match between Heath Slater and Curt Hawkins. They have an impromptu match. The match ends when the cameras cut away with the fire department come. They try to use the jaws of life to open up the ambulance. You hear the bell and you hear JoJo announce that Slater's the winner. Oh my god. Oh my god. They finished the wrestling match with not being on camera. Oh my god. This is like, I was saying this to myself, this is like WCW 2000 type of shit that we saw tonight. It really, this whole shit didn't really make any sense. I felt like I was watching Sting versus Vampiro, the Fire Torch match all over again. That's what I felt like. I'm being quite honest, guys. It felt that way to me. It really felt that way for me because it was so clusterfuckish that everything you were watching, either you were laughing, you were yelling at your TV, you were like questioning yourself, like you had a whole different bunch of emotions going through your body as you were watching this shit here. After the match ends, which was like, who gives a shit how long the match was, Dallas Fire and Rescue used the jaws of light to open up the side door of the ambulance. Noble yells for Braun to hang on. Graves and Cole play up the seriousness of the situation. The door is finally opened up. Monarchy, if this was so serious, why was Vince wasn't there? Where was Vince McMahon at? If this was supposed to be serious, where was Vince at? If you want us to believe that this shit's real, where's Vince at? Where's Triple H? Where's Stephanie? You know, I would even though Shane's on SmackDown, it would have been way out of left field, but it would have been more believable if Shane was there all of a sudden. Just with one of the headsets on. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, man. So, the door finally opens. They bring in a structure. Braun doesn't want help from any help that appears. Angle and Noble tell him to take the help. Braun stumbles out of the ambulance at the door and falls, but gets on his feet. He keeps getting up, he keeps falling, he keeps getting up, he's falling, he's bleeding all over the place, he's bleeding from his hurt elbow. I hate that shit too. When you're WWE, like, you know, when something happened, when someone else had like an injury in the past, like they'll like put blood on it, like to just, oh, that was the hurt elbow. Oh, that was the hurt knee. Oh, that was the hurt armpit. Oh, you see his armpit bleeding. Fucking terrible, man. So somehow, Braun gets up. He walks away. He looks at the camera, looks like a fucking, like he just had period. Like he just had his period and spread all over his face. And Braun leaves. And Cole says, Braun surviving a miracle. And after that was your main event, Joe and Lesnar, which I already talked about. I will say this. I'm not saying I'm excited for tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. I am intrigued to see where really Joe and Lesnar, really Joe, goes from here. And Braun and Reigns. Maybe the Hardys if they start the teasing of the broken gimmick. But outside of that, I don't care. I really don't care. There's nothing else that about this show that makes me want to watch Raw tomorrow. I just named off 3 things. And maybe 2 of those things will actually happen because we don't know about the fucking broken gimmick. There's been closing of the broken gimmick being bought out from Anthem or GFW, whoever the fuck it is now. Who gives a shit? Is it Anthem? Is it GFW? Make up your mind. But I just see it. I just see this as tomorrow night on Raw is gonna be another crappy show. It's gonna be another boring show. We're not gonna get what we want. What we think we're gonna get what we want, it's not gonna fucking happen. You know, Vince and Kevin Dunn and you know whoever else is the fucking the agents and the writers there, they're gonna find a way to fuck this up. Okay, it's already fucked up from tonight, but they're gonna find a way to fuck it up more tomorrow. You know what I mean? They're gonna probably make it seem like, oh, you know, Braun is still the heel, you know, or oh, he, you know, even though he survived, you know, he's still the bad guy. Oh, you know, fucking Reigns, he's the face. You know what I mean? Oh, he can't never lose. They probably, let's say they have a match tomorrow night. If they have a match tomorrow night between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, and if Roman wins cleanly, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. That would completely bury Strowman, in my opinion. That will completely bury Strowman, in my opinion, because what happened tonight, yeah, he gets up and walks away from it. Yeah, I understand. Oh, it makes him look strong, makes him look like a monster. But if he lose somehow cleanly to Roman tomorrow night, if they have a match, I'm just saying, if they have a match, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. But if they have a match tomorrow, and if Roman beats him clean, I swear to fucking God, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know. What's going to happen? What's going to happen with Joe? What's going to happen with Samoa Joe? He has to have another match against Brock Lesnar. He does. Or, as I was saying, it's going to be a fatal 4-way. It's going to be a fatal 4-way at SummerSlam. I don't see Joe and Lesnar going back one-on-one against each other. It's going to be a fatal 4-way. You know, I have nothing else to say. All I can say is that get ready for tomorrow's review, guys, because it's probably gonna be rant filled just like this one. So I don't want to be negative with WWE, but I'm gonna call the bullshit where the bullshit is. I just am. I'm just gonna call the bullshit where the bullshit is, and tonight was nothing but bullshit. You can't have Joe lose like that. You have Joe lost like that, makes him look weak. You have Strowman win the match by having him again get his ass kicked by Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns can't. No one can have one up on Roman Reigns. Nobody can have one up on Roman Reigns. The only person that did have one up on Roman Reigns was Braun Strowman when he tipped the ambulance over, but that was it. Everything else, Roman Reigns comes back and gets his revenge. And fucking Roman Reigns could not even take a ride in the ambulance. He couldn't even take a ride in the ambulance. Whatever. It should have been Strowman driving the ambulance away and backing it up. And maybe just maybe you get some of the casual fans to start feeling bad for Roman. But no, you did the reverse way. You had Roman almost killing Strowman. The logic of WWE never ceases to amaze me. Guys, that's it. If I'm going to give the show a rating out of 10, I'm going to give this a 5. 4, I don't even know. 4 or 5 out of 10. I mean, and that's probably being very generous right there. 4 out of 5. I won't say one of the worst pay-per-views that I've seen in the past 5 years. Not one of the worst pay-per-views in the past 5 years. It is definitely one of the most disappointing pay-per-views in the last 5 years. Worst and disappointing is two completely different categories, guys. Worst pay-per-views in the past 5 years is like fucking like, you know, Capital Punishment or no, it's like that wasn't even 5 years. Actually, Capital Punishment was fucking 6 years ago now, 2011. But being as it may, very disappointing pay-per-view tonight. It's gonna be a disappointing Monday Night Raw tomorrow, and I'm just waiting for SmackDown at this point. I just want let's just get the build for Battleground. Let's get the build between you know the Maharaja and Randy Orton. I bet you the Punjabi prison match is going to be better than Joel and Lesnar. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. I bet you the Punjabi prison match will be better than Joe and Lesnar. I hope. But guys, that's it. If you guys like this here, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. My name's JD Venom, part of Venom Nation Wrestling. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like the Facebook page where both links are down below. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.